What's up, guys? Steve back for the first episode. Pretty excited. Hopefully, it's not too horrible. Anyways, let's start off by just talking about Lawnstarter, how it began, right? What's the story? You always hear really cool stories. I don't know if ours will live up to that, but Lawnstarter started back in, I guess the idea was back in July of 2013. So a year and 4 or 5 months ago now. Time has absolutely flown by. I was actually, I guess the story starts a little earlier. So I was managing $6 million in an equity long portfolio when I was still in school, and I was very clearly going to Wall Street. That was the path I was on, and I realized I didn't want to get the golden handcuffs. I didn't want to be in a position that I hated, but I was making too much to leave, like I saw a lot of my friends have. So I decided to drop out. I had 4 classes left, really high GPA, and I decided to give it up because I wanted to build my own company. It sounds stupid. Luckily, it's seeming to work out. Hopefully it works all the way out. But so I dropped out of school and I was working on something else. And my good friend Chad, who I owned a lawn care company with throughout high school, calls me up and he goes, "Dude, I hate accounting. I just quit my accounting job and I'm doing lawn care full time." My first reaction was like, "You're an idiot. Why would you do this?" But then I decided, okay, let's help him out. Let's see how we can scale this business. Let's look at what's out there and just give him a hand. And so I looked, what's the software available? You turn over the rock, oh my God, it's like 1940s. I don't even know if it's built on a computer. You turn over, how do they get customers? The answer is word of mouth, right? It's super old school. And we just realized there was a huge opportunity here. So I called up Ryan, who I'd worked on startups with before, who was at Capital One, just kicking butt. And I said, "Ryan, this is the opportunity." And 3 weeks later, he was full-time in Blacksburg on August 23rd, I believe. So the rest is history from there, right? We weren't necessarily working on the same thing we are now, but that was how Lawnstarter spawned. So hopefully that kind of gives you an insight into the basics of how we started. So next, let's talk about something that I think would be really cool for you guys, something that I love, and that's Sidekick by HubSpot. And what this does is it actually enables you to see when an individual has opened your email. So say you send an email to a coworker, they don't respond. Rather than have to guess whether they're ignoring you or not, boom, you can look on HubSpot and see if they opened it, see when they opened it, see how many times they opened it. There are a million reasons you'd want this. Maybe you're job interviewing, whatever the case may be, but it's super useful. Let me show you how it works real quick.
Okay, so it's a Gmail plugin. You go into your email, just send an email as you as you normally would, and you'll see the send button is transformed a bit. So put in the whatever you want. You can put in links, and it'll be able to track that. When you send the email, essentially what it does is it has a pixel, and as soon as the other person opens it, so now I'm logged into the other email, I opened it. You'll get a notification on your desktop that they opened it, and also if they clicked links within it. So I honestly think this is one of the most useful tools, and I'd definitely download it if I was you.
And finally, last part is a question that we got. I'm shocked that we actually got a question after making that first video, so that's awesome. Thank you, Morgan, for this. And the question is, what is the ultimate goal with Lawnstarter? That's a tough one. There's kind of two things, right? So on the surface, I mean, we're looking to build something that we're extremely proud of. We're looking to build $1 billion business that really changes the way this industry works. But in reality, what we're really trying to do, and kind of the lower level thing there is, like, we see a ton of really hardworking lawn care companies that are failing because of simple things that we can really help fix. So it's pretty freaking awesome to just help that American dream become a reality. I mean, we work with some providers that were on the brink of going out of business and now are going to be millionaires, and that's an amazing feeling. And then on the other side, I mean, people like, my parents work their whole life to have a house that they could be really proud of to raise their children in. And it's just shocking to me that such a horrible level of service, horrible level of customer experience exists in this industry. And we want to solve that. We want to get extra time for families to be together. We want to really make you proud of your home, which at the end of the day is probably what you're second most proud of behind your family, if you're lucky enough to have a family. And so it's goofy, right? But we want to fix this industry, and we want to help a lot of people along the way, and just create an experience that really should exist in the 21st century. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll be back next Friday, and hopefully we'll get some more questions. And and kind of delve behind, or check out behind the curtain, I guess. Thanks. Bye.